Getting tongue twisted on cloud right, cloud first.
Okay. Hey JT, tell me your role as a Field Chief Technology Officer. What do you do in your day-to-day, and how would you explain that if you were talking to a technical crowd?
Yeah, no worries, Shamane. So I do a lot of work and research in the technology industry, looking at new and future trends to make sure we're keeping up with the pace of change and innovation and providing new benefits to the customers that we work with.
Excellent. And what if you are talking to a business crowd? How would you explain your role to them?
So I'm responsible for the technology strategy and roadmap at Sekuro, and I work closely with our customers to develop their technology roadmaps and strategies. I ensure that the right technology investments are made to support our customers.
Love that. Very well explained.
One, two, three, four.
All right, so welcome to the Sekuro Talkshow. My name is Shamane Tan. I'm the Chief Growth Officer at Sekuro, and today I have with me our Field CTO, Jason Trampevski, and he's here to join us and address a couple of really interesting things about what he does on his day-to-day. So let's first start off with TPE. Now, what is that all about? If you can explain that to us, and tell us what does the whole team does.
Yeah, no worries. So TPE is technology platforms and engineering. So our day to day is never the same. It always changes. So with the number of company and customers that we work with, it changes so frequently. So on any given day, we could be providing technical guidance to our customers. We could be designing and architecting a specific solution to address a problem. We look at ways to integrate multiple solutions from different vendors. We could be running an enablement session for our customers. We could be training our internal teams on our solutions and services, or we could be actually writing a proposal and preparing for a presentation. So we get to explore like a large range of solutions and services. And we're lucky enough to work with and talk to some amazing companies on a regular basis. It really gives us great insight into what does and what doesn't work. And then in return, like we're constantly learning and evolving our approach to ensure that we're providing the best possible services to our clients as well.
Yeah, that's very important, especially to stay relevant since the landscape keeps changing constantly. So, in terms of interacting with many different customers across diverse sectors, what is one misconception that you have often had to debunk? Tell us about it.
Yeah, no worries. I'll actually give you two. There's a common misconception of compliance equals security. Having compliance doesn't mean you're secure. So security is a process and not a checklist. So organizations must take a holistic approach to security, considering people, process, and technology, right? So compliance is a part of that process, but it's not the only component. And a strong security program also requires effective policies and procedures, and also continual improvement and monitoring of that. So another common misconception is a cloud-first approach. So when it
Mm,
comes to designing and building cloud-based systems, it's important to take a cloud-right approach. So
yeah.
what this means is that you should carefully consider the specific needs and requirements of your project before deciding whether to use or not to use cloud-based solutions. So there are many benefits of using a cloud-based solution. However, they're not always the best option for every project that you take, right? So if
Mm,
you take a cloud-first approach, you may end up using cloud-based solutions even when they're not the best option, which can lead to suboptimal results. Instead,
yes.
take the time to assess your project needs and requirements, and then you need to decide the appropriate path to take.
Yes. Very good. Thanks for sharing that, JT. So let's talk about technology debt in organizations, right? What do you feel about organizations buy technology and then not able to really leverage off the current ones that they have?
Yeah, no worries. I see this quite common, and it's a really common problem and challenge that everyone has, right? So people buy, or organizations buy technology, they don't have the skills to use it all, or they're not aware of what it's capable of. So to get the most out of your tech solutions and investments, it's important to understand how it can be used to achieve your business goals. So by taking the time to learn about the capabilities of your solutions and also the skills of your staff and how it can be applied to your specific needs, it can make it easy for you to ensure that you're using them to their full potential. So in addition to that, it's also beneficial to stay up to date on the latest industry trends and developments. So this way you can be sure that your tech solutions are keeping up with the pace of change and also with the latest advancements, and can be used to support your business in the most efficient way possible.
Very well said. And there we go, hearing it from JT, our Field CTO. So thanks for joining us on the show. And for our audience, thank you for tuning in. Check us out for future sound bites and tune in. And don't forget to subscribe. So thank you guys. We'll see you at the next one.
Thanks very much.
Bye.